Hey you guys, crazy hair. Look like a peacock or something. A rooster, I don't know, something. So, I want to encourage you. This workout today was challenging because there was some stuff in there that I'm not used to doing. But you're gonna kill it. I know you're probably wondering, why are you recording it and you've already done it? Well, I'm recording this before you do it because whenever I recorded it the first time before I started, I realized I kind of rambled on too much and I just didn't want to do that beforehand. What you're going to be doing today is a 20-minute Zumba Christian music dance class. The ab challenge and the back challenge. So the Zumba class I came across because I was going through different videos for cardio and everything was like intense, and it was like 45-minute long cardios, and I was like, wait a second, I need to switch it up. I don't like doing 45 minutes of just cardio. I don't like doing that. It wears me out so much. And halfway through, I literally give up. I don't like it because it's not because yes, it's challenging, but I just don't like that. I like in a workout to change it up. So I was like, Lord, help me. I don't want to just have us do this today. And then all of a sudden, the next video that I went over to was a 20-minute Christian Zumba dance class. And I was like, oh my gosh, yay. Like, let's totally do this. So I did that. It is challenging. I sweat and was breathing hard the entire time. You get some booty workout, some leg workout, along with getting your cardio in, along with getting even some arms in as well. It was basically full body cardio. Then the next was the ab challenge. I was going to record myself doing that, but my kiddo wanted to put his face in the camera the whole time. So I promise you I did the ab challenge, but the recording was not there. So, I'm not to the point where I would be comfortable doing another round of abs for the day to record it for you by myself. I think once the ab challenge is over, then I would be comfortable to do another set. But right now, I don't want to push my stomach and injure myself. So I was very happy with it. I got a really good burn. Then after my kiddos went down for their nap, I did the back challenge. Holy moly, my back is burning. It is still tense. It was difficult. Some of the moves are easy, but they're repetitive. And the repetitive easy moves really do get you. There's some burpees in there that are slow burpees, so modified. They're fine for you to do. If you still feel like you can't do the full like plank position going back, even one leg at a time, then modify it even more if you need to. But challenge yourself, push yourself. You're gonna surprise yourself today. I just know it. I want to encourage you. Whenever you're like thinking, okay, we're starting an ab challenge, we're starting a back challenge, like these are two areas that are weak for me. For me, they're personally weak, so I know that it's going to be a challenge, a true challenge. The squat challenge is like, okay, whenever it comes to pushing my legs, I can push my legs because I danced for 10 years. So I know the burn. I understand, like, okay, you have to keep going. You can't just stop just because it hurts. And to me, since it's the biggest muscle group for some reason, it would, to some people, it's harder to push their legs. For me, it's not. It's easier for me to push my legs. Maybe that's because we use them all the time. As a mama, we use our arms and our back too, but for some reason, I feel like it's still not as strong as what I want, my back, arms, and my belly to be. So, as I was doing this, it was like, oh my gosh, Lord, like what's going to happen like in the next like 30 days of doing this challenge? Like, am I going to be able to do it after, even like after 5 days of doing it? Am I still going to be able to do it? Can I do this? Can I do it? What am I going to look like? Is there going to be a true change? What's going to happen? And he just told me today's worries are enough for today. To stop thinking about the future and be in the moment. Be present. Focus on today. So if right now you're worried about this challenge, don't think about tomorrow and having to do it. I want you to think about today. If you can finish it today, that's a success. Tomorrow, whenever you wake up, if you can finish it today, that's a success. The next day, finish it that day, okay, it's successful. Whenever you're pushing yourself in these workouts and we're entering into new types of workouts, you have to really remember that you've got to be in the now. You've got to be present. And today, what can I do today to be healthy minded, physically and spiritually? What can I do today? Challenge myself in a workout? Yeah, I can do that. And then give it to God. Tomorrow, whenever you wake up, what can I do today? Challenge myself in a workout? Okay, I can do that. That's how I want you to be thinking. These challenges are difficult. I'm not going to lie to you, but they're possible. Okay? You are going to do this. You're going to be so successful. You're going to enjoy the process. It's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited for you. Let me know in the comments below how challenging it was for you. Was it really challenging? Was it semi-challenging? Was it easy and you needed to up it? Let me know. I'm curious to see, the progress in each woman. And if you are postpartum, what postpartum baby are you? What number baby are you? What is your goal weight? How's your body feeling? How are you mentally feeling right now? What are you emotionally going through? If you haven't had a baby and you're just beginner workout, okay, what made you want to start this? How are you feeling this far in the process? Did you just start? Are you just not picking up with us? Have you been doing it every day? Let me know. I'm really curious to hear about it. As well, whenever it comes to doing arms, I have weak arms. Yes, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, wait, you have kids. Like, you don't have weak arms. Whenever it comes to doing a push-up, I can maybe only do 5, and then I give out. I literally can't get back up again. And I understand that about myself, even with the modified, as I call them, girly push-ups. So I modified that even more, and I didn't do a girly push-up on the ground. I did it up against my table. I could do it up against the wall, but I know myself that would be too easy for me. So I did it on the coffee table, and I will do it continually to do it on the coffee table until I can do the full set and it starts to get easier, and then I'll go down to the ground and challenge myself more. But right now I know that my arms are weaker in that area and I need work on that. So as we do ab stuff, we're going to be working at our arms and our back as well. So give yourself grace in these areas. There may be days where you're struggling to get through the workout. There may be days where you're like, heck yeah, I'm going to do a whole nother round of all this. But give yourself grace, okay? Remember, today's worries are enough for today. You can do it. I'm so proud of you. Get after it. Make sure that you come back after the workout and stretch with me. Love ya. Yay, I'm so proud of you. You finished the workout. We're going to stretch, okay? So we already got our word in today. So now we're just going to kind of talk how we're doing. How are we doing? I'll tell you how I'm doing. I've had some personal struggles here lately. I've had some things happen that have really, brought out some spiritual things that I'm walking through. And that's okay. sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have to go through these challenges to really kind of like look ourselves in the mirror and realize, okay, this is a serious, serious issue. I've already known that some of these issues are pretty bad, but I know that God is rooting them out, which is great. I'm struggling heavily with fear, and wanting like to have control over situations. I'm struggling with letting go and letting God, and basically causing myself to have anxiety for no reason. So these are some struggles that I'm walking through, and lots of people, not just mamas, not just girls, not just, me. Lots and lots of people are walking through these same struggles. And that's all right, because guess what? The Lord is there for us to accept Him as our Lord and our Savior, and then He makes us into a new creation. We are changed, and we continue to progress and make changes every day. So I know I'm going to be fine. I know that I'm going to be delivered from this fear, from this anxiety, from this control. I am delivered in Jesus' mighty name. We're speaking life. We will not speak death. What are you walking through? What are you struggling with that you're comfortable to share? Remember, we have victory whenever we speak our testimony, whenever we speak our truth and what we're walking through. We have our victory in that, because it causes us to, first of all, speak what our sin is, speak what we are fallible in, and then from there, God can deal with us. And it's really, really powerful and impactful. How was your weekend? Did you cheat this weekend? Did you not cheat this weekend? I cheated. I didn't cheat too bad though. I had a few handfuls of animal crackers, and then I had a little mini slider bun, and I made a ham and cheese lettuce sandwich. So instead of doing a lettuce ham and cheese wrap, I did it on a bun instead. That was my cheat. Today I kind of cheated just a little, but not really. I usually have Dave's killer bread, which is made from seeds instead of all wheat. And usually I have 2 pieces of that, and so that gets good protein that's in it, as well as getting like your flaxseed and everything that you need for your digestive tract. Usually I get 2 pieces of those, but today I wasn't really feeling that. My best friend made homemade, not the homemade that like you go to this one, get the box and make it homemade. I've done that before, and that's good. And I always add 1 banana in there because it makes it super good. But she makes a homemade banana bread, like from scratch, and she adds 2 bananas in hers and dark chocolate chips with it. She like shut the front door. I wasn't gonna try it. I let my son try it, and the moment it hit his mouth, he goes and I was like, ooh, if he's liking it the second it touches his mouth, like heck yeah, I'm about to try this. Took a bite of it. Oh, thank God she only brought a mini loaf, because it's fantastic. Like, it's already 3/4 of the way gone, and she brought it over yesterday. That's how much he ate yesterday for a snack. Then he had like a pretty, like a 1/2 inch thick slice, and so did I, instead of the Dave's killer bread with my other stuff on top. So I had my eggs still, and my avocado, and like, peanut butter and everything else that I have on the other one to get my protein and good healthy fats. I put all of that into a smoothie, and that is a way that I kind of changed it up some. So it was nice. I'm pretty excited. This weekend my husband will be cheating with me as well. And so go to downward dog and then pedal it with your heels. hamstrings again. He's gonna cheat with me this weekend. I'm pretty excited. We're gonna have like a family movie night, and we will be having like cookies that we used to have when we were growing up, like Oreos and Chips Ahoy, those sort of things. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna have a tater tot casserole with it, which is you cook hamburger meat and you dice up you dice up onion to go in it. So you do onion and your hamburger meat with a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. You cook all that together. Once that's done, I drain off the oil or the juices that come out, and then you add a can of cream of mushroom soup to it. Get that all warm and cozy together. As you're doing this, make sure you're cooking your tater tots in the oven full time. Once they're done, you take those out. You put your mixture that you made down in like a cast, depending on what size. A regular batch is a 13 by 9, but we do a half size of that. So we have a smaller one than that. So like an 8 by 8 is what we do, because it's just too much for my husband and me and our kids. And we don't need to have that left over the next day. It's just not healthy, so we don't do that. But it's not healthy at all. So, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's pretty bad. The cream of mushroom soup and the tater tot it's not good. But anyways, so you put that mixture down, and then you put your tater tots, your cooked tater tots on top. Then we do like a whole thing of Mexican blended cheese, shredded cheese, all on top, like at least half of a bag, so at least a cup to maybe the full bag of 2 cups, depending on how much cheese you like. On top of that, you put it back in the oven at 350, the whole, back in the oven at 350 or whatever the temperature of the tater tots are on. You just kind of mess with that. All you're wanting to do is melt the cheese on top, get a little crisp around the edges. So good. So we're gonna have that with some cookies and some popcorn. I'm pretty excited. We'll have some broccoli on the side, balance it just a touch. It's not gonna do anything, but just balance it just a little bit. I'll have a little plate bowl along with, a fruit bowl along with the Chips Ahoy cookies. So, but all the cookies that we're gonna have. I'm pretty stinking excited. So let's do a body look right now on just where we're at with our body. I've already eaten. It is, what time is it? It is 1 in the afternoon. So I've already eaten today. Let's keep this in mind. I am feeling bloated. I just worked out, so it's hard to like suck in and like engage the core, because my core feels like it's giving out a little bit. So let's keep all of these things in mind. I've already got my before pictures, before I was bloated and before I eat anything in the day. So, but this is what we look like from the front, from the side, back, other side. Okay, this is what we look like in our belly. This is engaging my core. This is what the back looks like. Okay, that's what we look like. That's engaging our core. I'm not going to show you the other one because you won't be able to tell, because in my shorts it just won't look. Well, I guess I could show you. It's not going to be too chunky, but I thought it would be a little too much. So if I don't engage my core, and I just let it, actually that hurts. If we just relax like a normal relax, that's where the belly's at, and that's after eating. That's being bloated. I just drank a water bottle, so it's within reason. Let's not judge too harshly, okay? In the morning time, I am very, very happy with the progress. That's the biggest thing. For me personally, in the morning, you should weigh yourself in the morning before you've eaten, after you use the restroom. Because that's what your body weight is before you start adding extra fluids and extra food and extra weight to it. That's what your body is beforehand. So that's whenever I weigh. That's whenever I look at myself over in the mirror and say, okay, what's the progress? Where are you seeing it at? Even if it's small, you should be encouraging yourself. If you see a small improvement, oh my gosh, hey girl, look at that. You did that. Oh, heck yeah, look at that. That's what I do. I try to hype myself up. Hyping yourself up is part of that empowerment. You need to hype yourself up for God, hype yourself up for self-care, and you can totally do it. Whenever I took my after pictures for the booty challenge, I know, like, whenever I thought about it, it's like, you know what, someone else might not see difference between like day 1 and, and after 30 days of doing it, or 40 days, however long it took us to do it. But in the first one, I had cellulite out the wazoo. In the last picture, cellulite was almost non-existent. And to me, if that's the first level that happens, and then we start building on muscle and getting that like voluptuous, like perfectly round, uplifted butt, okay. But the fact that we got rid of our cellulite, hello, shut the front door. Thank you. Praise Jesus. That's important, because cellulite to me makes me self-conscious. On other women, sometimes a little bit here or there is kind of like, dang, like, look at you with your big butt. But to me, for me personally, looking at my own body in the mirror, not someone else's, but my own body, I'm like, not okay with it. Because I'm not the kind of girl that gets like a cellulite butt whenever she's got like a big, like juicy looking butt. I am the girl that has a flat butt that also has cellulite. And I'm not okay with that. I don't like that. So now we have a butt that is starting to be uplifted, starting to kind of come out and fill out her pants finally, as well as not having any cellulite or as much of it. We do have a few dimples here and there that kind of show up, but that's all right. That's with progress and depending on how much bread we eat, at least for me. Bread really affects it for me. But the fact that like we're seeing, like I'm seeing, to someone else might think it's a small improvement, but to me that's big. The fact that I can wear, this is a size 4, look at this. These are a size 4 and I have slack. Yeah, I'm bloated, but like look, and you see the curve that's starting to kind of come in. You can see it whenever I turn. That to me is improvement. That, do you see it? That's to me improvement. Yes, do we have a little chunk still here? Yes, do we have some way to go? Absolutely, but those small improvements are so impactful, and you need to hard in on these small improvements, because the small improvements are what are your foundation for whenever you start moving mountains with these big improvements and these abs start coming in. But all of those things, all the big things take time. But the only reason the big things are coming is because you are perfecting the little things. Perfect those little things. Encourage yourself every day. Happy rep. You're beautiful. You're fabulous. You're a powerful woman of God. You got this. The affirmations that I'm teaching my daughter, even though she's little, I'm teaching her the affirmations I'm teaching my son. Or even though he's little, I'm even doing it for myself now. Every day, sometime during the day, for the girls that we will raise, and for myself, we are saying in the mirror, looking at each other in the eyes, we say, you are beautiful. You are confident. You are a child of God. You are a warrior of God. And sometimes we'll say, if we're not feeling like warriors that day, we'll say warrior. For the boys that we will raise, it's you are handsome, you are confident, you are a man of God. Even whenever they're boys, you raise them to be men, so you call them men. Even whenever they're boys, you speak that they are men. You treat them as men, because if you want your son to be a man, you need to raise them as a man. Not raise them as a boy and wonder why they're a boy whenever they're 25 or 36 or 42 or 18 or even 13. They should be men, because that's what God designed them to be. If you want a woman whenever she gets older, raise her as a woman. You don't want an immature little girl whenever she's 18 or 23 or 47 or 86. You want a woman. So bless her and your son by raising them as godly men, godly women, and that's the outcome that you're going to get. I love you. I hope you enjoyed our pep talk. I cannot wait for this challenge tomorrow. I'm so stinking excited. I love moving on to new challenges because it's going to be flippin' fantastic. I'm so excited. I'll see you tomorrow.